Hello. There. Hello, hello. My threat to Ghani worked. I'm glad. The only thing that sucks about these very nice longer. By the way, anybody who did not notice, this is the new coat. But what sucks about the fucking long ass coats is that I always sit on the tail, and then it feels like I'm sitting on myself. The one true Anani. No way. Hello, hello, everybody. Show off the coat. It's kind of hard to show off. Might be easier if I turned on the big light, but I thought we agreed last time that the big light was just simply too bright. Oh, it doesn't even show the green. It's so dark. I'm gonna have to blind myself here. Ugh. I think it looks very nice. Thank you. But, so, having played this before, a lot of these are essentially, we've reached the level up phase. We can't level up whenever we want in this game. We can really only do it once we have gotten to a break in the story. And this is that break, right before the next chapter. But, before we do level up, I kind of want to see if we can get any further. Not romantically. I'm scared if we romance somebody else, we'll lose the good Leto romance. But go back to that pawn shop and see if we can get any further with... I don't know. I don't even know what the term would be. I want to say like vampiric dominating, but... enthralling? Would that be it? Whatever. Controlling this Covenant pawn shop woman. Hey, thank you for the hype train. So, we're headed off to the Covenant pawn shop again. You tune the Nissan's radio to hear the news. This is Melpomene Chen, and you're listening to Mel at Midnight. According to federal sources, a fire set by left-wing terrorists during a failed breakout has torn through Camp Scheffler detention facility in Texas, killing almost 100 prisoners and 30 police officers and first responders. According to Ellen Olive Krona of Immigrations and Custom Enforcement, detainees have armed themselves and have escaped across Texas to... Mel sighs. I don't know. Threading the virtue of white women? Look, I have to read this, but none of you know it's real, right? Like, whatever happened, don't turn me off. This is a bunch of bull. Are you looking for a way to get fit the smart way? At Paragon Fitness, we pride ourselves. Covenant Pawn Shop is still next to a nail salon and across from a Title Max. Still, as if it would go anywhere. It looks... I can only imagine. When Halloween ends, I will be sad. It looks like an auto repair shop has shut down. Oh, it looks like the auto repair shop has shut down or been shut down. Circling to the rear, you don't see any cars except the owner's pumpkin orange Datsun 240Z and a van for deliveries. Oh, fuck, hold on. I'm kind of curious what that car looks like, but I realized I did not pull up a web browser to do my snooping. And if I pull one up now, it'd probably like pull up my email right away or something like that. Hey, thank you, Nani. Why are you doing this, Google? There we go. What is it? A Datsun 240Z orange. Interesting pick of a car. I'll take it though. So this must be what the Covenant pawn shop owner... Oh, you guys can't see that. I gotta change the screen back. This must be what the Covenant pawn shop owner sees then. Or sees, owns, has. This is what we see parked. Take the bitch out of spooky season, but you can't take spooky season out of the bitch. Amen. It's like a pregnant roller skate. That is a very funny way to put it. You head inside, past an expanded section of jewelry and an expanded security system to protect it. To where Elena... Did I call her Elena? Alina? Elena? I can't remember which way I said this. We'll say Elena. To where Elena is reading a 1920 copy of Rakunari computer magazine? Never heard of that. Trying to rebuild an antique laptop. When she spots you, she replaces her plastic safety goggles with her Victorian railway glasses, shakes a bit of iron and plastic shavings from her short blonde hair, and moves to where you're guessing she can reach a shotgun. Hey, Shauna? Can you have it in hot pink? That, I'll be honest, that's not like a great shade of orange. There's definitely like better shades of orange. Pumpkin orange is kind of like a mild orange. There's not a lot of charm here, but there's a lot of stuff. Well, I guess we got a lot of money because we stole from all of Krona. There's better pumpkin oranges out. That's a good point, too. That's kind of a weak pumpkin orange. Hey, Lady Bloodheart. Oh, is that you, Sonia? Or no, somebody else? Maybe? Can't remember. I don't think it is. Hello. Anyways, inferior pumpkin color. It was a very weak pumpkin color. I guess we do have enough money that we could check something else out, but I don't know. Oh, God, we're starving. When did that happen? I don't know what else we're good at. We're kind of shit physically. Really good socially. Except for intimidation. And then mediocre, if that, with skill. Or with intelligence. So maybe, on second thought, we shouldn't buy anything. And just talk to Elena. You should burn a lot of calories being a kid. Alright, well, I see the option we wanted, but I'm going to go through them all. I'm not paying this much for junk, and I'm not scared of Elena's Glock. I lean on her to get prices down, no. Maybe there are cheaper places nearby. No. I'm well educated enough, we're not, sadly. But, dare I consider making Elena my ghoul? I talk obliquely about power and service as carefully as I can, and see how she reacts. Playing as the cool guy. Motherfucker starving. We are fucking famished. The conversation is slow, careful, and deliberate on both your parts. Elena knows you're not like her daytime customers, but she's dealt with enough frauds and swindlers in her life that she's not going to trust you, whatever you do or say, without proof that you can help her. Finally, she says, "Step outside with me, Ransom." You head into the parking lot where you bought your Nissan Frontier. Elena pulls up the collar of her red leather jacket and fiddles with a pen. The nervous habit of a former smoker, you guess. Time for a snacrifice. We'll get one. Nate. In the game, you mean, or my name? Neither are true. No, we're Ransom. I wonder if I should make the text a little bigger. Can you guys read that okay? I kind of assumed it was fine. I'm having problems with my supply chain, she says. You glance back inside. Covenant is well stocked. Yes, you can read it okay? Someone not paying you, you guess. No, not that, she says. Someone trying to sell. Too much, too fast. My contacts are dumping all sorts of hot shit on me, stuff I don't want. Stuff I can't get rid of fast enough. It's drawing attention. Oh, did I fuck up and start a side quest without getting our fucking hunger down its ass? A siren starts up somewhere in Tucson, which nicely punctuates Elena's point. I need to have a conversation with my suppliers, she says. Oh, I need someone to have a conversation with my supplier, she says. All right. Oh, like an actual conversation, you say. What, did you think I wanted you to fucking kill them? Elena says. Jesus Christ, Ransom. I know you think you're a wizard or something, but I don't need anyone killed by witchcraft. I need to bring someone new around, someone who will scare them because they don't know you. Then I can reason with them. Then I can speak to the boss. I mean, technically, we all fucked up since that is true. But I was the one that decided to come here. There was an option to sate our hunger, and I chose this instead. So that's totally my bad. I should have checked our stats first. Her plan makes sense. Elena's contacts run through a powerful Ukrainian mobster. So you need to talk to him and tell him to stop using Covenant Pawn Shop as a dumping ground. And to talk to him, you need to talk to some of his underlings. Talk, Elena insists. You might be able to use your mental powers, but this is a mission that doesn't call for mayhem. And if you succeed, well, from the way Elena's looking at you right now, she wants a taste of whatever power you have. If you can pull this off, she's yours. And there's an option here that I'm tempted to try, but I can't tell if it is going to ruin those chances or increase them, because the first option says, I can't do it tonight, but we'll talk about the mobsters soon. The second one is, I don't think I can do that, Elena. Sorry. Fuck off. I want a different ghoul. I said succeed. All right, let's convince these mobsters to stop dumping your crap on the doorsteps. Well, yeah, be brave. We can't do this tonight. Okay, good. Looks like we didn't fuck it. It has to be soon, though, Elena says. She flicks her pen away like a cigarette butt, and the two of you head back inside. All right, we didn't fuck it. We can go feed. We can come back. We'll be good. You know what? We probably want to level up before we do this as well. I leave Covenant. All right. Let's look at our stats. So all right, first things first, let's just bucket and feed. No, not to hone our social abilities. Covenant Pawn Shop. Used car dealership. Find a mechanic. Look for a real estate office so I don't have to live in a fucking parking garage. That could be good. Find a place. All these are level up options. Okay, here we go. I need to feed. This is what I was looking for. Oh yeah, third from bottom. Thank you, Spoonie. I need to feed. Where and how can I hunt for blood in Tucson without getting into trouble? I guess after you do this the first time, it changes the dialogue, because I was looking for one that was like, go to the Viper and talk to Alexander, but that didn't pop up because we didn't know that's what we needed to do yet. You head to the Viper to make sure you don't commit any faux pas. Faux pas? I think that's what that is. Faux pas while hunting in Tucson. There, you meet Alexander, Leto's favored retainer, who explains the situation. After the destruction of the last prince, and before Leto's consolidation of power, hunting in Tucson was a dog-eat-dog business, with frequent and costly breaches of the Masquerade. Leto put an end to that. First, there's no hunting anywhere near the Viper. Second, the more you've proven yourself, the more risks you're allowed to take while hunting. You have not proven yourself, Alexander explains. That being the case, you are limited to the kiddie pool. He's very proud of himself for knowing that term. In exchange for a small consideration each time, Alexander will provide you with access to blood dolls, cups of fresh blood, or caged animals. Your preference. Do not eat a dog. I do not plan to eat a dog. I like dogs. I think I gotta lower this. Alright, there we go, that's better. I keep scooching away, so if I get off screen ever, let me know. I'm trying to face the camera, but also read. Blood dolls. Blood dolls are humans, yeah. How considerate do I have to be? I have plans for money that don't involve Alexander. Well, that's bullshit. All of my plans involve Alexander. Oh, shit. Leto. They all involve Leto. Alexander's just his buddy. Well, his ghoul, which is what we're going to make Elena become. I'm a predator, Alexander, not a kindergartner. No, that's a fair system. I know I can hunt, but who knows what idiot fledglings are running around. Leto is right to keep them on a short leash. Yes, yes. Anything to, oh, actually, maybe this last one. You know, that's actually a fairly clever and innovative system. I'm impressed. Why not? Why not? Let's be impressed. It might help us with a Camarilla. Leto, who? We need that human nutrition. Yeah, we do. Hey, Paper Lily. Hello, Kari. Yes, Alexander says. I believe a young Asimite recommended it a few years back. Back when that clan first started to, buddy up with the Camarilla. He had an app. Oh boy, I know where this is going. We don't use apps anymore. But I handle the numbers on a ledger. I'm still trying to figure out. I had a good voice for Alexander. I think I've lost it at this point. It's been doing this like. Oh, that was not a burp. That was a pain. That was a heart pain. This is gonna be Julian, I'm sure, is the one that developed the app. No worries. I realized after I did it, I was like, oh, that was probably not very obvious. I know, I love Julian too, but we're also fully against him this time, which is why it hurts. Ouch. I can't remember what I made Alexander sound like last time. Anyways. But I handled the numbers on a ledger. I'm getting too formal. He doesn't really know how to speak English very well. And remember that this is only for our junior members. Dove and the other senior members of the court hunt freely, joyfully. But we lowly servants, our lot is not to be joyful, is it? Anyway, enough philosophy. Let us turn to the issue of remuneration, since we cannot provide this service for free. After a brief negotiation, ferocious but not uncivilized, you and Alexander agree to pay a payment of $150 per drink of blood. If you want to reduce that price, you want to improve your standing with the Camarilla. I don't think that's possible. It's not. Our standing with the Camarilla is literally excellent. Can't get better than this. The ghoul opens a ledger. My only question is this. Do you prefer the blood dolls, the live prey, I mean, or stored blood? I know you prefer live prey, but more and more kindred these nights are squeamish about what they are. Was he the guy that had a sex cult for a minute? I don't think so. That might have been us. I can't remember that. It hurts your cold vampire heart. It does. Live human prey as often as I can get it, and if I can hunt for it, all the better. Why not? Oh, that's really funny. It's doing this weird thing when I highlight words. Blood dolls sound like they cause the least disruption to Camarilla business. I'll stick to live prey. Oh, Jared Leto. Yeah. This is Prince Leto, though. Leto Kaminsky, I think is his last name. He went deep, yeah, a little bit. We'll go with blood dolls. Why not? Why not? Very polite of you, Ransom, Alexander says. I will ensure a steady supply of blood dolls, clean and not enslaved, because the Eagle Prince is a man of honor and refinement. Of course he is. So we're not hungry anymore, but... Oh, shit. Yeah, we are. We just worked out how that works. Now I should be able to click that button. I spend some money and acquire some blood. Alexander provides you with a South American immigrant who is desperate for money and papers. You are soon sated. Where to tonight? I'm worried about the Masquerade. Specifically, I fear that my haven will be discovered and I will be destroyed. What can I do to avoid attention? We're not really at risk of that right now. We only have one Masquerade violation. I mean, maybe. Covenant Pawn Shop. Not yet. Let's level up first before we go recruit ourselves. Kind of ran in circles on stage. So, what do we need if we're going to do this? We're pretty strong socially. Our intimidation is ass, and we have no streetwise. But aside from that, we are completely silver-tongued. So I think either we want to big brain our way out of whatever situation is coming for us, or fight our way out. I'm kind of tempted to get a little brawly with this. We are really pretty, yeah. The last one, I was big brain all the way and then kind of started getting the social stats afterwards. Food, glorious food. So I'm kind of tempted to get a little brawly. It looks like we already have 2 in awareness, though. But maybe we'll fuck around and find out. Why not? Big brain, that does not apply to ransom. No, it doesn't. So we'll work on these top 3. Strength, dex, stamina, and then maybe we do want to buy a sword, a gun, something before we move on. Yes, Connie. Let's level up first. I look for some place I can hone my physical abilities, like a gym. Like maybe that gym we heard about on the radio. Oh, thank you. Oh, we don't have that many experience points. I thought we had more than that. That's not a lot. That sucks. Oh, well. You said your name right. For once, you have your pick of late night options, since quite a few Tucson gyms are open 24 hours. But you want more than just a gym. You want a place where you can conduct all kinds of physical training, and maybe even a place where you can employ specialists to help you out. Finally, you remember a former blood doll turned useful contact you met one of the first times you were in Tucson. Too bad I don't have that useful contact anymore, I guess, right? You hop online and find that your old contact... Oh, never mind! Look at this! Son of a bitch. Find that your old contact, Simon, runs a gym called Paragon Fitness, not too far away. You head there and find an impressive-looking modern gym. Simon is watching 2 kickboxers practice their technique. You renew your acquaintance with the now middle-aged athlete. Oh, blood doll, not ghoul, blood doll. So he is still completely mortal. And ask after unusual facilities. Gym, shooting range, Regular and vehicle obstacle course, and we hold fights every Monday and Friday nights. Simon says, I still owe you for that thing in Tijuana, so you're welcome any time. Use my changing room, not the main one. The lights aren't as bright in there. And don't, let anyone know what you are. We have citizens in here. We only got 6 fucking experience points. So we can level up one of our main stats that suck, or we can get some stats in. Man, I thought we were going to have more XP. This blows. This really does. We'll put one into combat. Why not? $5 XP. We'll put 2 into combat. 3 XP. Do we go big balls into combat or not? All the way? We need to at least be able to swing. Yeah, so combat is hand-to-hand or melee. All in, all right, that's all I needed. Firearms is guns, so they're very different categories. It's almost like strength and dex applies to like dexterous weapons though, so it doesn't quite translate to D&D. Survival maybe. Yeah, I don't think we'll need survival for dealing with these mobsters though. We need to protect the face. Survival is more like a wilderness survival. It's not necessarily your survivability in a fight. These are all pure physical stats, so that could be just your endurance of nature. Why not? Why not? We just don't have that much experience. We'll go all in on the combat. We are now a pretty damn good fighter. We're about average strength. Maybe. I think I looked up the stats and I myself am in between 2 and 3 strength. Some of the really big gym guys you might see at the gym would crawl up all the way up to 3 points in strength. But beyond that, it's inhuman levels. Some of the strongest people in the world might come close to being 4, but number 5 is like you just are able to throw motorcycles and shit. Please, no water sport. What? So yeah, but we are very good at combat, kind of average strength, pretty good in dex, and average stamina. Stamina is both endurance and toughness. Oh, we do have a lot of, we'll go back, we'll buy something. We'll buy something first. I check out the swords, not the firearms, the swords, yes. I skipped through that pretty quick. We went back to coming in the pawn shop. We're checking out the swords now. My throat is already getting dry. Fuck, I gotta remember that I have to wake up painfully early, so I'm probably gonna stop in like half an hour to 45 minutes. Elena has entire cases full of knives, but most of her swords aren't worth a second glance. Nonetheless, you noticed at least 2 worthwhile specimens. The first, a Bavarian M1869. With its quillions removed, it handles like a frighteningly quick and elegant machete. You could lop a vampire into pieces with this blade. Let's check out what this thing looks like. It's a cavalry sword. Oh, or maybe it was once a bayonet. Original German 19th century image. Yeah, here we go. So this is what we're eyeing up right now. Hey, thank you, One True Anani again. God damn. No, it's too late. Sounds kind of handy. Haha. Thank you. I have to say, True Anani? Some way to distinguish between the anonymous and the Anani. Only $300, Elena says, since it's been modified. All right, so I bet it has been. I said without the quillion. What the fuck are quillions? I should know this. Quillions on a sword. Oh, are quillions the bleedy holes? No. What the fuck is a quillion? It's still going. God damn, thank you. Oh, it's another word for a crossguard. It is, yeah. Okay, so it was that sword without the crossguard, which makes it not as great. We're all on the same side. The Anons chat, will they say hello? Wait, what happened? Oh, Anonymous! The Anonymous, not the Anani, gifted a lot more. Thank you. I thought that was going off for quite a while. A good deal for a weapon. But then, you notice the Wakizashi. I'm just kidding. My own Wakizashi is very cheap. It's not real. God damn, another one. Thank you, Anani. Jesus Christ. No one cool owns a Wakizashi ransom. Ouch. Elena says, blue eyes watching yours over her railway glasses. Nonetheless, she unlocks the case and tosses you the scabbarded blade. Oh, shit. It's the real deal. How old is this, you ask? Like 3 years. And it was made in Korea. Seems unfair that the Koreans take all the good pop music from Japan. Now they're also making the best ninja swords. But it is the best. And you look like a man who might actually kill someone with it. But yeah, it's not a collector's item. Because it's new and Korean, I broke the katana that came with it trying to open the trunk of the Ultima. That's why it's only 3,500. That is pretty good. What just happened? Jesus Christ. Thank you, Anonymous. Thank you. Okay. So anyways, after that, yeah, the Wakizashi, worth as much as all the subs that were just gifted to me. Or it feels like it. God damn it. Stop! Jesus Christ. You sweep it through the air. The Wakizashi is a masterpiece. Is to retain mystery. As for my ability, a passing of kindness I have received. Well, that is very kind of you then. Thank you. That is very nice. I will have to repay it to someone else. Ah. You practice a few draw cuts, confident that you could slice right through even the hardened skin of an ancient vampire with this blade. And you can afford it. You know we're gonna buy the fucking Wakizashi. If it's a real one with 3,500, that's about right on price for an actual, like, handmade Wakizashi. I think real katanas kind of start at 2,000 and go up to 200,000. So I buy the Wakizashi. Yeah, we just leveled up all of our combat. Let's go carve some people to bitsies. Although Elena did say that we shouldn't kill anybody. So. Oh, BB. And I think that's everything. So at this point, we can talk to Elena before we begin our other side quests. All right, I need her as a ghoul. It's time to help Well, there's one option, just bail on that. No. Oh, I tell Elena that I can't help her talk to the Ukrainian mobsters. Though that means I won't be able to help her serve me. All right. As a retainer. No. I need a ghoul. It's time to help Elena talk to the Ukrainian mobsters. I don't even know how that conversation would go down. It's clear that she doesn't quite understand what vampires are. She thinks we're just some shady fucko who thinks he's above and beyond human, which is every shady fucko there is. Have a chat and look intimidating. We have a 0 in intimidation, so we're going to be very persuasive, and then if that doesn't work, we're going to be very persuasive at the end of a knife point, while still smiling and having a happy tone and everything, which might be more concerning. We're too pretty, yeah. Some shady fucko. All right. Let's convince these mobsters to stop dumping their crap on your doorstep. I almost said crap in a very, very weird way. Elena smiles and outlines how you can approach Victor, the mob boss who handles black market distribution in Tucson. Grapple. You've heard the name Victor the Ukrainian in connection to Tucson's Toreador. You're not sure, but he might be loosely connected to the Camarilla here. So this mission definitely can't end in bloodshed. But before you end this confrontation in not bloodshed, you need to meet Victor. Elena outlines 3 approaches to the boss of bosses. The lowlives who handle the actual deliveries. Mid-level businessmen, Elena's peers, though they're deeper in Arizona's criminal underworld than she is. Or the underbosses, the men directly below Victor. Get the guard down, destroy them. Dealing with petty criminals requires street smarts and low cunning. Can't do that. Negotiating with the middlemen calls for straight-up persuasion and the hard sell. We might be able to do that one. And to meet the underbosses, at the cottage, a high-end supper club, and impress them. Oh, and to meet the upper bosses at the high-end supper club. Oh, and you'd have to meet the underbosses. I see. God, I just misread that completely. And you'd have to meet the underbosses at the supper club and impress them with your manners. The higher you go, the harder it'll be, but the better place you'll be to speak with Victor. And if you're able to finagle an intrusion. And bring cash, Elena says. They might want inducements. However you approach this, you'll need enough blood in your veins to make Elena your ghoul. You can't just burn vitae. Well, our hunger is 0, so we're pretty good. We don't have any... Oh, it just says what things we need there. This is going to go well, I know it. Because one's for the salad. Oh, I got a weird notification on my phone. Let's talk to petty criminals and lowlives. They'll be the easiest to convince. Wits plus streetwise. I don't think we have any streetwise at all. I head to the legitimate office building where the mid-level managers work to persuade to let me speak to Victor. Persuade them to let me speak to Victor. Management. That's not what that skill is. Manipulation plus persuasion. Forget charming these crooks. If Elena can get inside one of their buildings, I can hack into a computer. No, we can't. We're bad with technology. Let's go to a fancy restaurant. I lie and pretend to be someone important. Deceiving the underboss won't be easy, but if I can, he'll help me the most when speaking to Victor. You know what? Let's get off on... Are they bypassing Twitch now? No. Street smarts is a 12 brain cell count minimum. I only got the 1, yeah. You know what? Let's start off with just boosting our presence. And then we can double check, but I know that our manipulation's almost maxed out and our persuasion is maxed out. So we're going right to the bosses. Although our charisma, our subterfuge is not maxed out. So we have the best chance with these mid-level managers. So let's head to this totally legitimate office building. You hop in Elena's pumpkin orange Datsun 240Z and drive to the bland-looking glass-fronted building on Congress Street. It all looks very legitimate, except that the lights are still on in the middle of the night. The gate guard greets Elena by name when she parks. He's wearing a pistol under his windbreaker. "Follow me," Elena says, adjusting her own weapon in the waistband of her jeans. The two of you take the elevator to the 5th floor. And then we get them. Is there that tiny on the side? Huh? You pass an open office with dozens of laptops tended by a single bored-looking technician. Then enter a large cafeteria-like room in the midst of renovations. It's presided over by an older woman in fake pearls who is reading hard copy printouts while a teenage intern scans documents. Oh, forks. That tiny one on the side, I see. The old woman glances your way, then speaks to your companion in a heavy Ukrainian accent, which I won't be doing. "Elena, I hope you're not here to discuss your rent." "Not at all," Elena said. "Oh, not at all," Elena says in a friendly sing-song voice she never uses with her customers. "Hey, thank you, One True Anani." "My friend needs to speak to Victor about a business proposition." That's your cue. You step forward and dance around the details of why you need to speak to the boss of the bosses. Instead, you focus on how Elena has treated you so well that you're looking forward to working more closely with her. You and the old woman talk for a few minutes. You don't drop names. You know enough to never mention your contacts in the Camarilla. But you hint and lead, speaking quickly and using lots of complex sentences. That's a scummy trick to use on non-native speakers, but it works. Finally, the woman says, "Ah, Elena, you seem to have moved up in the world if this polite young man has such good things to say." "Very well. Victor is at his yacht right now." She offers further instructions in rapid-fire Ukrainian. All right, I guess Elena speaks Ukrainian. Elena shakes the woman's hand, thanks her, makes a few final promises, and then waves you back to the elevator. And then to her Datsun, smiling all the way. You're so excited by how well that went that it takes you a few minutes to remember that you're in Arizona. His yacht? You finally ask. Not exactly sure what an old tanker ship is doing in the middle of the Arizona desert, 20 miles west of Tucson. But soon enough, you see its black bulk rising against the purple sky. It looks like a Soviet hulk abandoned on the shores of the vanishing Aerial Sea. But you see signs of recent activity. Tire tracks in the sand, the shadows of armed men on deck, and cameras hidden along the cacti and scraggly trees outside. Elena called ahead. A garage door opens in the hull, and she parks her Datsun between a top-of-the-line Tahoe and a powder blue Ferrari Daytona. No idea what that looks like. I'm assuming that is a multi-million-dollar car, though. You've never reached the top of Tucson's criminal hierarchy. If Elena can't help stopping the hot goods delivered here, she can't get it anywhere. Oh, you have. Fuck. I am just misreading again. You have reached the top of Tucson's criminal hierarchy. If Elena can't get help stopping the hot goods delivered here, she can't get it anywhere. Datsun, didn't those explode? Did they? Yikes. The garage is cleaner than a Rolls-Royce showroom and bright enough to keep your shades on. The cleanest blonde you've ever seen. What does that mean, cleanest? Oh well. Is waiting for you in an immaculate business formal ensemble. The same color as the Ferrari. Nice bright red. Olga, Elena says. Elena, Olga says. Those weren't supposed to be happy tones. They just glare at each other for a few seconds. Then, Olga smiles like an invisible hooks are forcing her cheeks to move and says, Victor is in the gym. You know the way. The most bathed blonde I've ever seen. I know. I'm assuming it means like, I don't know, looking like they are literally owned by a corporation. But she's just so smooth, but always wet from head to toe. Like not dirt blonde. Oh, maybe it means like bleach blonde hair, maybe? Picturing albino twins from the Matrix. Maybe. Don't touch my car, Elena shouts behind her. She leads you down a 2001-looking hallway to a floor-to-ceiling plexiglass wall. This is so strange that they have a fucking Soviet tanker ship in the middle of the desert. How did it get there? How do you get that thing there? What? Anyways, he emerges. His silver skin bronze athletic his silver. Oh, fuck. Why am I misreading so much tonight? He emerges. Hair silver, skin bronze, athletic outfit gleaming white, despite the sweat on his face. After a few minutes, nope. Let's try that again. A few minutes later, and smiles with greater warmth than Olga, but with equally white teeth. He and Elena exchange a few brief words in Ukrainian, and Victor's smile fades. And who is this one? He says in English, pointing your way. Does he hold an equity stake? He does not want my shop filling up with your shit, Victor. Elena says, momentarily losing her composure. Yikes. And with that, Victor dismisses Elena as if she were a child throwing a tantrum instead of a businesswoman threatened with disaster. It's up to you. And you consider, fuck, Elena, why do you have to be... Oh, maybe we don't want you as a retainer if you can break your composure that easily. Fuck. And you consider how to approach this negotiation. You have not met Victor before, but he knows how princes think. Oh, but you know how princes think. Even mortal princes. Eat her. After that, maybe, like, come on, how impulsive do you have to be to know that you're speaking? I mean, maybe she's dealt shit with this guy before, but like, I'm right there. Well, what you doing that for? Well, just for that, Elena, we're gonna arouse the blood again. Get that shit pumping through our veins. My vampiric charm will help me here. God damn it. I can persuade this man, but charm won't work. I'll have to be stubborn, even relentless, until he agrees to stop dumping his merchandise at Covenant. Resolve plus persuasion. I don't think our resolve is great. No, it's not. Oh, well, there's the one we want. Actually. Middle two. You know what? Make her get that shit back to where it should be. I'll get to it in a little bit. I just weave a net of bullshit and lies about the Tucson police and other gangs until Victor starts to worry about blowback from his mistreatment of Elena. Manipulation plus subterfuge. Could work. Those are some of her best stats. It's time to make some threats. Probably be a mistake to beat the shit out of Victor here, but a few subtle hints of retribution should force him to back down. I think our intimidation would have to be a 3. It is currently a 0 for us to even have a chance at intimidating a mob boss inside of his own. What do you call a mob boss's home? Cave? Definitely not a cave. Christian singles. I use my leadership skills and charm to help Elena negotiate with Victor again. That might be the best one. Let's see. So it's manipulation plus subterfuge or charisma plus leadership. Our charisma is 4 out of 5. Our manipulation is also 4 out of 5. Subterfuge, 2 out of 3. Our leadership is maxed, though. So, Elena, you fucked up. Try that again. I will hydrate. Land yacht mob boss. Hideout, I guess. Lair. That was the word I was looking for. I use my leadership skills and charm to help Elena. Get back on your feet. Ooh, reading ahead, it looks like it worked. You can help, but ultimately, this is Elena's fight. A good point, since Covenant Pawn Shop is Elena's business. Nonetheless, you know how to encourage people to excel. Do I? You can speak to Elena for a few minutes, you speak to Elena for a few minutes. Fuck me up. Encouraging her to face Victor squarely, to confront him as one business person to another. Just as he turns away, dismissing you and eager for a shower after a long workout, Elena stomps up to him and speaks in rapid-fire Ukrainian. The argument sounds like it's going to turn into a murder. But after a few minutes, the tension suddenly goes out of the air, and Victor claps Elena on the tattooed shoulder. Fine, girl, fine, he says. In English, for your benefit. I reduced the deliveries because you have your heart set on this. But you will continue to help me move what I need moved, yes? Of course, Victor, Elena says. Good. Now I'm even more sweaty. I smell like the farm where I grew up, so I'm going to go shower. Good night to both of you. Did we just skip? What happened? Hey, thank you, One Shuranani. So, Elena says, when you're back on the road, the Datsun's engine rumbling. Never mind. I misread. Again. But I haven't read that part yet. I read it just to myself. I didn't say it out loud. Anyways. I want what you have. You don't know what I am, you point out. Don't care, Elena says. I misread that at first as I am what you are or something like that. I don't even fucking know. I misread it though. But we have her. Hey, thank you, Anonymous. Thank you. I tell Elena everything she needs to know. It may harm the Masquerade, but I need my ghoul to understand what she's getting into. I tell Elena only the minimum of what she needs to know, then turn her into my ghoul. I'm not going to ghoul Elena. Oh, is ghoul a verb now? I want what you have. Well, that's what she said to us, though. A ghoul is too risky. I'll tell her to drop me back off at home. No. No one should be forced to join us. No, please. She said she wants what I have. Now, our Masquerade violations are only 1 at this point. I, for one, think that the most useful ghoul, the most useful retainer, because a retainer literally gets addicted to your blood, like an actual addiction, their devotion to you is beyond that of just a very good friend or the best partner you could hope for, because they have to... I don't know, I think it's like actually part of the bonding over time. They literally, like, their willpower breaks to you. Yeah, it's a compulsion, right. And I think it's even beyond like a drug addiction. It's Jasper, scoot back. Should I? Like this? Am I too close? Was I too loud? Remember to sleep. I will be sleeping soon. Yes. So, because she has this she will, not yet, but because she will have this undying devotion to us. Oh, to the normal position. Oh, I see. Did I scoot too far away? Ah. I think we should just tell her everything, because then she will be the most useful that she can be. And also, I feel like it'd be hard to have a retainer that doesn't really know what's going on. So, fuck it. Why not? Oh, did that hurt the Masquerade? Yes, it did. That gave us a breach. That's okay, though. We'll be able to work that off later. 3 out of 3 breaches. I wonder if that kills us. Actually, let me check. Did that fuck up our relationships with the Camarilla? No. No, it didn't. You're starting to get worried. The Masquerade is growing thin around you. Any more mistakes, and you fear that the hunters will find you. And when they do, they will strike without mercy. That's a warning. We're getting close. Pull over, you say when you spot an abandoned gas station. You tell Elena everything she needs to know. About the kindred, about clan ministry, about the curse and the gifts of the blood, and about what your blood can bestow on a mortal. Immortality, unnatural strength, and the promise of unlocking still greater secrets. All in exchange for devoted service. Don't waste more time, Elena says. You open your wrist. She doesn't even hesitate, latching her lips onto your wound and drinking deep. Letting Elena into the deeper truths of your existence is dangerous. She's dangerously clever, and even the blood bond will not ensure total obedience when you're not around. She might find ways to profit. But on the other hand, her profit can be your profit. You can't exactly fleece her. Covenant runs thin on margins, but you may end up being able to use this situation to your advantage. She's still taking blood. Oh, she's still taking blood. You yank her away. Her lips are bloody and her eyes are fever bright as you seal the wound. Take me home, you say. Your first order. Elena is not bound to you yet, but she wipes her lips and obeys. And then, for some reason, it lists how much money we have. Oh, because we're back at Covenant Pawn Shop after all of that. That's why. I see. That made us very fucking hungry. And yes, I saw that question before. Yes, we can work off Masquerade violations. It's expensive and difficult. But we can... I remember at one point in my previous game, I got it up to 2, and then I kicked it back down to 1. I don't know if you can go down to 0 or not. But we had Leto's permission to make 1 ghoul. And it does say, yeah, she's not bound to you yet. She's not. I think in version 5 rules, it takes this little ritual 3 times, 3 suckies before you blood bond somebody. And there's a vampire clan, I think it's the Hecata, that cannot bloodbind. No, I think it's actually the Tremere, that cannot bloodbind people at all. That is their curse. Sucky. That good vampire blood. Anyways, you know, why not? We'll talk to her right away. We'll just, how's our retainer doing? Never mind. I go back to shopping. Looks like the only option left when we talk to Elena is to romance her. We've got to save that for Leto. Like I said, I'm scared if we do that to someone else. I don't know how this game works. I don't know if you can romance multiple people or not. And I don't want to accidentally find out and then fuck up the Leto romance. That'd be devastating. Someone clip that. I can go back through. I gotta make more TikTok videos of myself playing this game anyways. We need some more blood, though. We are starving. We used our blood twice to make sure that all worked. And, sucky suck. And we're hungry now, so we'll spend some money to acquire some blood. Yum! Wow. Alright, so this stream was people giving me way too much fucking money. They shouldn't do that again. Please never give more than you can afford. But it was also just the Elena side quest. And it's late. Well, it's not late. It's early. I gotta be up an hour early for work. That means I'm waking up before 5 a.m. So I gotta go to sleep very soon. So I'm gonna stop. Hey, thank you, Anonymous. Stop. But thank you. But also, stop. We listened to you panic. Yeah, that's what this was. Anyways. Thank you, guys. Thank you for your generous donations. Jesus Christ, 5 more. Goddamn. That's a lot. That's too much. But yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep. So, thank you. Thank you. And I will see you next Thursday. Big sad. It's the first vampire stream that is outside of Halloween month. But we'll survive. We're not even that far into this game. We've got a long time to go. This is chapter 3 of 11. I don't even know if we started the next chapter. We probably didn't. So this is probably still chapter 3 of 11. Yeah. Anyways, thank you guys, and have a good night.